Hey guys, in this video, you will learn how to create blog post outlines that are really in-depth for easily writing your blog posts. Couple of years ago, I used to write my blog post articles without any outlines and without any prior research. And guess what? I just used to open, Google Docs and write whatever pops up in my head, right? And the articles turned out to be disorganized, very poor quality, and messy and like higgledy-piggledy and whatnot, right? So I ended up with a ton of blog posts that are half-cooked and abandoned, right? If you search my Google Drive for the years like 2016 to 2018, I abandoned many blog posts in the middle, getting stuck with ideas. If you can relate to this, right, start creating blog post outlines by implementing the strategies that I'm going to present to you in this video. And another thing that I've noticed is that most of the writers, even freelance writers, mix outlining, researching, and writing process, right? They end up jumping around their browser tabs like monkeys when they are writing the articles. They mix up researching, outlining, and writing everything, but they fail to realize that, outlining and researching and writing, these are different cognitive processes. Writing requires your subconscious mind, the creative flow, whereas researching and outlining requires your rational mind or conscious mind to carefully, attentively analyze the stuff. Right? When you mix all of them, you end up wasting your energy, and also the article will turn out to be very poor quality without a flow or consistency. Creating a blog outline is like setting the boundaries for your blog post, and also it saves you a lot of time in restructuring your articles or filling out the missing gaps, some missing information that may be due to the lack of outline before writing. Writing outlines before even writing your articles helps you a lot in keeping your article structurized, organized. Right, so if your article is unorganized and it lacks a flow, it means that you are not writing detailed outlines for your blog posts. The more quickly you realize the importance of blog outlining, then the better it is for your blogging efforts. Ever since I started implementing blog outlining for our blog posts, it helped us a lot to increase the traffic that is coming to our blog. Right, all the blog posts turned out to be very complete and consistent in quality. Other than this, I created the system for blog post outlining, right? Ever since I documented this blog outline creation process in the form of SOPs and assigned it to my blog writers, I can see a substantial difference in the quality of the content that they deliver to me. I'm going to present to you the exact framework that we have laid down when it comes to blog post outlining so that you can plug and play it in your business. Let's get started. When it comes to blog post outlining process, there are 4 stages involved: research, outline, expand, and optimize. So in the first stage, you will be researching the essential things about the topic on which you are blogging about, right? So you will be seeing what kind of people will be reading your blog post and what are all the existing pieces of content that are performing well on Google when it comes to that topic, and what are all their best practices. And in the next stage, that is the outline phase, you will be noting down all the headings and subheadings, H2s, H3s, and H4s that you need to have in your blog post. Okay, in this stage, you will be creating the buckets inside which you want to fill the information. Okay, you will be setting the breadth and depth of the article. Okay, and in the third stage, you will be adding in more details, information, and also the arguments that you need to include in your blog post. Okay, outline is like a skeletal structure. In the expansion phase, you will be adding all the muscles, bones, and all those things. And in the optimize section, you will be optimizing your outline. Okay, you need to make sure that your outline is highly readable, logically structurized, and much more. So I will be diving in deep into each of these processes in blog post outlining. First one is research process. So in this stage, you will be researching and collecting the essential information needed for creation of the outline. Okay, so what are all the essential things that you need to have for preparing an outline? You will be researching all those things. So the first one is you need to define your goal for the outline. Okay, without having a goal or an objective, you should not prepare any piece of content. If you saw this very piece of content, that is the training course video, I had an objective at the beginning of this video, right? So you need to first ask what your content helps to the target audience. Okay, you can fill in the blanks, like our content helps some target audience to accomplish something by doing something. Okay, so for example, like let me give you paleo for weight loss example. So here you can see our content helps overweight people to lose at least 20 lbs of their weight by paleo diet. So this is the goal of our article. Okay, it's quantifiable, it's specific. Okay, it's specific to overweight people and it helps them to lose at least 20 lbs. Okay, so by having this goal, the writer will have a clarity about what this article needs to accomplish, what's the objective of this article. Okay, you need to begin with the end in mind, right? He can make use of some words that are effective when addressing overweight people. Okay, that too by making use of paleo diet. So, and the next one is you need to do topical research. So for doing topical research, you need to enter in your topic related keyword in Google and check what topics and subtopics that you can rank for. Okay, you need to just have a clear idea about what kind of content that Google expects your article to have, right? So for example, let me open Google and let me show you how, right? So you can just type in example like paleo diet for weight loss, and you can go through some of these blog posts and see what content are they covering. So in this stage, you can make use of some extensions like headings map to see their table of content. Let me show you how. For example, sustainable weight loss on a paleo diet. Okay, so I can open this and I have this extension called headings map. Okay, let me pin this. All right, so here, let me add the table of content here in the sidebar. Okay, so these are all the things that they are covering. Like this, you need to repeat this process for some top ranking articles and see what are all the things that they are covering. Again, like if you notice anything unique, then you need to make sure that you note it. And also if you think you need to cover these things, you need to note it down in your outlining software like Dynalist or Notion. We use Notion, so I will explain about them later in this video. But for this stage, you need to only research the content and not worry about creating an organized structure for your outline. Okay, this is just the capture phase, not the organization phase. Okay, so like you can repeat the same stuff for many pages and just get a fair idea about what Google expects to have in your content. So, and then you can head over to Ahrefs. Okay, let me log in. And here, just for example, this headline article is ranking on top, right? So I can copy this, and so here Ahrefs or SEMrush, whatever tool that you are using, will return all the keywords that this specific web page is ranking. And you can see it is ranking for 979 keywords. So I can just open that and see what are all the related keywords this site is ranking for, right? In your case, this may be the main keyword, and you can just keep a note of all the related keywords to which this particular content is ranking for. For example, many people are interested in paleo diet food. Okay, that will also be a really good keyword that you can target, right? So you can present some recipes. So just take a note about all these related keywords that you too can target in your blog post. It's not about targeting only one single keyword in your article. I will explain about them later on, but you need to see what are all the keywords for which this specific content that maybe your competitor is ranking for, right? Just take a note of them. Okay, a few of them. And also these keywords will give you inspiration on what are the content that you need to include in your article in the form of subheadings and also headings. Okay, so you need to keep a note of all these keywords and also the important related keywords or LSI keywords. Okay, and also Another thing that you need to do here is you can enter in your base keyword in Keyword Explorer of Ahrefs, or if you're using SEMrush, you can make use of Keyword Magic tool. So just enter in that keyword and select United States, let it be like that, and search. Okay, so it's been updated on 29th. Let me update it. So you can see this keyword has got a good global search volume and also 350 United States search volume, this exact keyword. But there are various other related keywords that add to the total search volume. Okay, so you have this filter here that is questions. Okay, so these are all the keywords that start with the terms like what, how, which, when, and all those things. So you can research some of these questions, right? So if people are searching for these keywords, then if you provide answers for these questions in your article, then it means that you can also rank for these question related keywords higher up on Google. Okay, here, as you may have already known, Ahrefs or SEMrush, any other tool will not return you all the possible questions. Okay, in that case, you need to make use of Google Suggest. So I recommend you to just add in the letter W, okay, and just hit space, okay, and you will get some questions. So you can just keep on repeating this so that you will get more and more topic ideas and question ideas. You can see, right? So right from Google Suggest. So if Google is suggesting you some questions, no matter what these tools will suggest you regarding the keyword volume, you can go with them, because these tools rely on historical keyword volume data, but Google relies on real-time keyword search metric. That means if many people are searching for these keywords, then they appear on top of Google. Okay, so you can also make use of related searches section here to know what are all the question related keywords that people are asking. So you will have a huge list of questions that you need to answer in your blog post at the end of this research process. Where in the research questions phase, you need to make a list of main questions you need to answer in your blog post. Okay, the next one is research user avatar. You need to have an idea about the reader demographics, psychographics, technographics, etc. Okay, you may have already know and have enough information regarding the user avatar if you have researched the questions and did your keyword research and identified the goal. Okay, but now you need to do the ideal user avatar. Okay, so you have these three things: demographics, psychographics, and technographics, right? So demographics refers to from what location people are searching for your topic. Okay, and what are all their behaviors be like, what is their mindset be like, right? And what technology are they using? So when you have all these things, you can formulate your ideal user avatar so that you can better serve your audience in your article. Okay, suppose most of the paleo diet lovers are from, say, Canada, right? So you can personalize your content so that it appeals to the Canadian culture. Okay, so that is one thing that you can do, right? If it appeals to the Canadian culture, if most of the readers are from Canada, it results in more user interaction with your content and it leads to more search rankings, right? So for audience research, what you can do is you can head over to Google Trends. Okay, Trends Explore. So here you can enter in the term paleo diet for weight loss. Okay, this is a keyword. Here you can see most of the people who are searching for this are from United States, India, United Kingdom. Okay, so here you can just enter in United States and see the interest by sub-region. Okay, this is like a simple example, right? So there are some keywords for which there will be interest only from a specific region, right? If that were the case, then you can easily target them, right? So you can also just enter in paleo diet, that's it, right? For as a broad search. So here Paleolithic diet, and see Oregon, Colorado. Okay, let me select worldwide here. Portugal, Hungary, New Zealand, Australia, United States. So like you will get a fair idea about what kind of audience will you be serving, rather than be taken by surprise when you are unaware of these things. Okay, and also the related topics and all those things. You need to have a clear idea about from where people will be reading your article, so that it helps you a lot to include relevant things in your article. So you need to ask certain questions like who will be reading this article, and what are all the underlying reasons why they are reading this article, and what I can include in my article to address their needs effectively. Okay, like to sum it up, you need to have a list of at least 5 main problems your readers will be facing before reading your article. Okay, that's very important. List down the problems that people have, okay, or the key questions that you need to answer in your outline that are based around the problems or the frustrations of the people who will be reading your content by entering the keyword in Google. So to take it to the next level, you can also make use of Facebook audience research tool. So let me first log in. I'm now in Facebook audience insights tool. So everyone on Facebook, okay, and I need to have location empty, and I just need to enter in the interest, that is paleo diet. Okay, what this tool does is it will help you know what are all the demographics, the pages the people like, and their location, their activity for a specific interest here. The paleo diet, right, that is a type of nutrition. So you can see 77% of the people who are interested in paleo diet are women. So you can personalize your content to cater their interests, okay, rather than that of men, because majority of them would be housewives who are interested in cooking their food by studying paleo diet. Okay, so and also the relationship status, most of them are married, right? So they are cooking food. And job titles, government employees, veterans. So I can go to page likes here and see what are all the pages that they are liking. So I'm not sure why is this thing not loading. Let me refresh once. Paleo cupboard, paleo grips, the location. Most of the times, if you're publishing multiple articles related to paleo diet, you just need to do this research once and have this data inside your topic questionnaire or niche research report, right? So, and also the activity. So devices that they use and all these things. So the next one, you need to analyze the top 7 pages that are already ranking on top of Google for this keyword. Okay, for this, all you need to do is just need to enter in that keyword and go through each of these search results like top 7 and see what are all the content that they are covering. Just ask yourself like how long are their articles, or like what headline are they using, and what's unique about their headlines, and how well their headlines are contributing to them ranking on top, right? In this case, you can see this is like a curiosity driven headline, okay, and this is like a meal plan plus beginner's guide. Like again, most of the people who may be searching for this keyword may be beginners and looking for a meal plan, right? So 7-day meal plan, 7-day, right? So you need to ask yourself what are all the elements that they have in their blog posts that are making them rank on top. Again, if you're using Evernote, you can make use of Evernote Web Clipper to just mark all the things that you find fascinating about the articles that are ranking on top. Okay, so what are all the formats of content that are ranking on top? You can see meal plan is a format of content that is ranking on top for this keyword. So that signifies that the intent of people who are searching for this keyword would be they are looking for meal plan for weight loss. Okay, so if you take like some affiliate keywords, say like wireless headphones, here the intent may be e-commerce, right? Many people may be interested in buying wireless headphones. So you can see this shopping carousel is there, jbl.com, amazon.in, Flipkart, as I'm browsing from India. So I have e-commerce sites. So there are no blog posts here that are ranking. All are e-commerce. Why? Because this is a commercial intent keyword, like buy now keyword, where e-commerce results deserve more rankings. Okay. But in case of best wireless headphones, you will see many blog posts will be ranking. Why? Because people are searching for information here, they're not interested in buying the product yet. And let me search for like how to use headphones. No, everyone knows, I guess, almost everyone. How to connect Bluetooth headphones to PC. So you can see this will be a step-by-step process, okay? Guides, support articles. So you need to just realize what format of content do people like, okay, in what angle you need to present your article. So I have a blog post on blog post outlining, okay. So I saw that, I first wrote this article, blog post outline, okay, and it barely ranked in top one, top one page. Okay. Later on, I noticed that people are interested in a template. So I added the word template because I want to also serve the people who are looking for templates, okay, who have this template related intent. So guess what? My blog post started ranking really good for blog post outlining. Guys, let's now discuss about outlining process. Okay, in the previous step, you have researched all the essential things about the topic that you're gonna write your blog post. It's time to organize the information that you have researched and get a macro view of the entire topic in hand. The first one is you need to paste in the essentials or the information from the research phase at the top of the outline. Okay, so let me explain you this. So we have this blog post, okay, and at the top we have this overview section that is like an essential section where we have the goal, that is the result of all the research related things that we did, and also word count, right? So we researched top 7 top ranking articles and saw what is their average word count. So we determined that 5000 words is the ideal word count for this topic, and the main keyword and also the related keywords that we need to target in our article by making use of Hrefs. We have researched this, and also the target audience. Who are all the target audience? Overweight people who are determined to lose their weight by at least 20 pounds. So that may be the target audience. And what are their intents? So they want to know whether paleo diet helps them or not. And does paleo help them gain muscles and lose fat? Right? So these are all some of the intents or the reasons why people are searching for information related to paleo diet for weight loss. And what are all the problems that they are facing? They are gaining weight in spite of the paleo diet, not losing weight on paleo diet, or they are in a dilemma to choose between ketogenic diet or paleo diet for weight loss. So these are all the essentials that you have already researched in the research phase that you need to paste at the top of your outline when creating your outline. Okay, so the next one is you need to outline the introduction. Okay, good introductions are really important in the outline creation phase. Okay, many people, even I, right? So what I used to do is, like, without any outline, I used to write the articles back like 2 to 3 years ago. So I used to scratch my head, hey, how should I start this article and stuff like that, right? You need to outline your article, and your introduction should be data backed or science backed, right? So you need to outline your article first. Okay, so we have this outline section here. So let me explain this. Say I have this outline related to GrooveFunnels review, that is an affiliate blog post. Okay, so here I have the outline for the intro. Okay, this is an all-in-one ClickFunnels alternatives. This is an all-in-one digital marketing platform. So these are all some of the pointers that the writer can include in the introduction, right? So ever wished you have one super app to manage your business without worrying about integrations? Tired of paying monthly for your stack or tech stack, right? In this blog post, we will be reviewing GrooveFunnels. GrooveFunnels is not for all of them. It's a new software. We have researched the team and founder in depth, and we will tell you if you can trust it. And GrooveFunnels features reviewed, and also we will compare it with softwares like ClickFunnels, Kartra, and much more. So this is a really good way to start your introduction. So you need to outline your introduction in the blog post outlining phase. Okay, that's really important. Or else your writer may end up having a generic introduction while writing. Okay, so you need to prepare great subheadings. Okay, you need to write the top level headings first, and then you will be filling in the remaining headings inside them with keywords in mind. In HTML terms, like, you need to first add in your H2s or heading 2s, and then inside those heading 2s you need to add your H3s or heading 3s. So you need to have a macro view or prepare the skeletal structure of your blog post. Okay, in this stage you can make use of mind mapping softwares. That's really good. But like, we tend to make use of outlining tools like Dynalist, or we make use of Notion so that all our business related things are on one platform. So you need to make a list of all the subheadings that go inside in your outline. And also you need to make sure that you make use of the main keyword and also the related or ELISA keywords in the subheadings or headings of your article. That's really important, because having keywords in the subheadings or headings in your article increases the chances of Google featuring your blog post higher up above most of the web pages, okay, and also drives you additional traffic from related keywords. The next one is you need to have word count for each section. Like you have various sections, right, divided by the subheadings. So you need to assign the word count for each section so that the writer will give proper emphasis to proper sections. By assigning the word count for introduction and also various sections inside your blog post, you will not be in a place wherein the writer submits a blog post wherein half of the article will be the introduction. Okay, so you need to set real expectations, as in what sections of the blog post need emphasis. Okay, so you can see I have assigned the word count for each section. Here you can see 700 words, 2000 words, 1000 words. So because many people are looking for a weight loss plan, so I need 1000 words here. So like this, you need to just research the information and research the audience needs and then assign appropriate word count for each of these sections. Well, now you have your outline ready. It's time for you to expand on your outline. Okay, you will be adding more subsections and also information to the outline to make it more detailed. You will be adding in the details to your outline so that the writing process will be very easy. You need to keep in mind that there are two types of expansions. Okay, one is detailed outlining and the second one is abstract outlining when it comes to expansion process. Like in case of detailed expansion, the outline will be very detailed. Suppose if you're writing 2000 word article, you will be having your outline that is 1000 words. Many may be thinking now like, hey, for 2000 word article, you're telling me to write 1000 word outline. Yes, it's worth it, right? So it speeds up your process of writing your article. When you have a really thorough outline, it speeds up your writing process exponentially. Not exponentially, linearly. Yep. Or sometimes when you're outsourcing, having an abstract outline, maybe for 2000 words, you can have an abstract outline of like 350 or 500 words. Okay, so this will be very helpful for some writers. A couple of weeks ago, one writer, when we asked her about the outline, the feedback on the outlines that we assigned to her, she told like the outlines were very detailed and it made her constrict the research process and made her think only in one direction, because we had a lot of details in the outline. So like it constricts her thinking. In that case, you need to include only the essential elements and following the abstract outlining process. The first one, you need to include the content. Okay, you need to include the information and the arguments to include inside the sections that matter the most. Okay, so now is the time for you to fill in the things that need to be present in each of these sections. Okay, you have these things, right? So this is a section, you ate too much carbs, and what are all the things that the writer needs to include in that section, right? These are all the details. Okay, so here is GrooveFunnels review. Okay, so this is an abstract outline. We have not dived into the details because we are assigning it to a writer and they don't like really in-depth outlines that makes them think in only one specific direction. So you can see these are all the subheadings and headings that we have, and inside each of these headings we have included some main things that they need to include. Okay, only the main things. For example, like you have Groove Mail. Okay, that is an email marketing app inside this suite of products. Inside that, they need to include the review and they need to also compare it with MailChimp, right? Rest of all the content they will be researching. Okay, we will be giving them a fair idea about what we expect as business owner, so that the writer and also the content manager or the business owner will be on the same page. Okay, so you will be including the content. You need to include the information and arguments to include inside the sections that matter the most. So the next one, you need to fill the gaps, right? You need to include content that other top ranking pages are not covering. So in that case, you can make use of tools like Surfer SEO, or we make use of Phrase. Okay, it's a tool that I got from an AppSumo deal. It's Phrase. So let me log in real quick. So we have this document in Phrase called Groovefunnels Review. So once you complete adding all the content to your subsections, right? So you can just copy all these things, okay, and just paste it in here and see whether you have everything covered in your outline that other competitors are covering. Okay, now it's analyzing all the top ranking blog posts for this keyword, that is Groovefunnels Review, and it has processed 6 sources. I can customize the sources. I can identify the results that have stable rankings according to Ahrefs. Okay, so I can just enter in this keyword under overview, and I can just go to this graph and see in the past 6 months what are all the results that are there that have stable positions. Okay, in this case I'm researching for paleo diet for weight loss, so let me make it Groovefunnels Review. Okay, because if those some pages have stable rankings, it means that those pages are serving the user intents well. So you need to check this on and save the settings. Okay, now it will again crawl in the web pages. So all right, so here just go to topics and see what topic score that you're having. Okay, in case if you let me just delete some of them. So let me delete most of this review. Now you can see the topic score is 56%, right? So it is telling that I have no content regarding video hosting. I have no content related to email marketing. I have no content related to affiliate program. So it's detecting the content gaps by comparing my outline to that of top ranking blog posts. The top ranking blog posts are discussing about this. Why not I haven't discussed about this, right? So this tool helps you a lot to identify the content gaps as to what topics I am not covering in the blog post outline that other bloggers are covering in this topic, and lets me optimize this blog post, fill in the details so that our blog post will be much more complete than other blog posts. That is about filling in the gaps, right? You can do this manually or make use of tools like Phrase. The next thing is you need to include external resources, right? You can take a note of all the statistics, research papers, facts that you need to include in the blog post. Okay, this is really important. So in Phrase, I can go to brief and there is a section called statistics in case if there are any statistics that I can include in this blog post by giving credits to the original statistic source. Okay, and you need to also add internal linking contexts. Okay, so in order to ease out the process of internal linking, you can let the writers create contexts, like include some sentences so that you can easily link to your older blog posts. Okay, suppose if you're writing about paleo diet for weight loss, okay, and in the middle you may need to explain about ketogenic diet, right? In that case, you can help the writer to add in perfect words, keywords, and sentences so that you can effectively internally link from this blog post, that is paleo diet for weight loss. You can include internal linking context so that it eases out your internal linking process. And you can add some notes. Okay, when preparing your outline, that too when expanding it, you will get some ideas about some things that you need to include, like screenshots, or you can include some links. So you can add some notes in the middle of the outline. We make use of these angle brackets so that we can easily hit Command F or Control F and see what are all the notes that we have. Again, if you are making use of a plain text editor like Evernote, then you may need to make use of angle brackets. We make use of this in Google Docs, but now like we are using Notion, for that we make use of background colors, text color, and so on. So once you have your detailed outline ready, it's time for you to optimize your blog post outline. So you need to optimize the outline for better logical flow of your article, right? So it leads to better comprehension and topical alignment for faster writing. You need to remember the goals of your blog post outlining. It helps you to write your content fast. It makes sure that the quality of your content is consistent and high quality. Okay, so In the optimized stage, you need to reorder the structure. Okay, you need to reorder the structure of the outline to ensure that there's a smooth flow. Okay, just now scan all the headings and subheadings in your article, and you will get to know whether you need to reorder the placements of those subheadings and headings. Okay, you may have pricing right on top for a product, the pricing section. You may need to move the pricing section to the bottom of the outline. You may have this integration section right here, somewhere here. You may need to drag it down the page. Okay, or you may have some comparison related reviews right here. You may need to drag it down in the page. So you need to reorder the headings and subheadings to make sure that your article will turn out to be a smooth flow here like this. Okay, these headers should have a logical sequence. You may need to reorder them. And you need to check the topical alignment. You need to check if there is any content that does not align with or irrelevant to the main topic. So when you're doing detailed outlining and all, you may have included some content that may not be relevant to the main topic at all. In that case, you need to cut the fluff and make sure that your article is having concentrated content and gives value. Okay, and you need to remove redundancy. So if there is any information that is presented multiple times, you need to get rid of it, right? So you are writing an article, right? In your article, you don't need to emphasize a point over and over again, right? People can go back and read the point again if they want. So you need to eliminate redundancy. And you need to check for missing links. Okay, you need to check for any topical gaps or missing links in your article. So you can make use of phrase to research the missing content in your outline. And as well as you need to see whether there are some other sections that you can introduce in the middle of these sections to make sure that there are no missing links or bridges between any of the two sections here. Okay, and you need to format the outline. This is really important because especially if you are creating an outline for a writer, a freelance writer, formatting is really important to make sure that the writer pays attention to the top 20% of the information and the guidelines that are present in the outline. Okay, he should focus more on the high priority things in your outline. For example, on Notion, we make use of the bolding of the text, adding the callouts, the icons to make sure that our writer pays attention to the most important things in our outline. For example, you can see GrooveFunnels, right? So when we were discussing about the team behind GrooveFunnels, we said, having said that, the founder of GrooveFunnels is one of the co-founders of Kartra. So Kartra is an established product. Now, presenting the fact that the founder of GrooveFunnels is one of the co-founders of Kartra, it carries more weightage. Okay, so this is a really important point that we need to have as a call out to grab the attention of the writer who will be writing the content by referring this outline. And we have this background colors, you can see. So we typically make use of highlighting, serial highlighting, we make use of yellow color for highlights. Okay, we make use of, wait a second, and if the highlights are really important, we make use of orange color, and if the highlight is really very important, we make use of the red background, or you can make use of callouts. So this is the thing that we follow with our blog, right? So you need to highlight the most important things. Alright guys, hope you found enough value out of this video. Stay tuned.